Lost to Dallas in the wild card. Of course, they had a different QB. Mayfield, step, deep ball. Mayfield looking for Evans. He's got him! Evans with the grab and the touchdown!
Did he touch him down in bounds before he went in? That's going to be what they're going to look at. But what a beautiful pitch and catch.
54 yards. Mayfield to Evans.
He is so smooth running it. At his size, you'd think he's not going as fast, but he is eating up ground, eating up your cushion, and then he's by you. Is the catch? Is there a touch? I'm not sure there was as he slid into the end zone. I'm not sure that he put a hand on him.
All scoring plays reviewed, so they will take a look at it. That's the benefit you have when it's called the touchdown on the field, as opposed to ruling him down at the one and then forcing a challenge from Todd Bowles.
Which means that's good officiating, understanding that and letting it play out so that replay can change it if necessary.
Gene Steratore has been watching the same sequence that we have. Gene, take us through the thought process here.
After review, really, the runner is down by contact at the 1 yard line. First down.
Well, there you go. Gene?
Yeah, that's where I was going, and it looks like they did an expedited review there, Ian, and there was a touch right on Mike Evans' helmet as he was going to the ground, which does put him down by contact when he falls. You see it right there, guys.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you, Gene.
Yep, that's pretty straightforward.
Pretty clear, but again, Mike Evans, when he runs the go route, look out.
So line it up at the 1, first and goal.
Power set all the way to the left. Look at the extra bodies.
White in the backfield. Mayfield tosses it, incomplete.
Did he throw it in the ground on purpose because of the coverage out there?
Chris Godwin was the receiver in the area, but that thing looked doomed from the beginning.
It's almost like he got a look to the outside and said, I don't have it at all, and just put it in the ground. I know there's a little bit of rush, but he had time. That felt deliberate to me.
Pressure came from Denzel Perriman. Second and goal. On the give, ripping through. Rachaad White, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Second of the day for White. 1 point game.
Say thank you. That'd be the edges of football. Give him a big thank you. I don't know about you, Ian, but I think this Rachaad White that we're seeing now, we're going to see more and more days like this as we go forward. Tampa's figured out the secret with him. Run him and make sure you give it to him in the passing game.
I don't know about you, Charles. I'm just excited to call an extra point.
You missed it.
McLaughlin. He's got it. And 43 to go in the fourth. Added intrigue because of the injured kicker Fairbairn out with a quad injury. So we've seen Houston go for it 3 times after touchdowns, making 1 of the 2-point conversions. Camarda kicks it off. That's over Dell's head out to the 25-yard line. C.J. Stroud. Charles, first chance you and I have had to see him in person.
Well, let's go back to the top of the show. We talked about his accuracy and touch coming into the game. Stutter and go, we saw it there. Poise and footwork, stays in the pocket, sets himself wide, and throws a strike. One other thing, anticipation. He knows on the break where the ball has to go, and he puts it out there, and Dalton Schultz turns around, and the ball's hitting him between the 8 and the 6. What an afternoon for C.J. Stroud, and I'm yet to see him sweat. He handles things so well in such a calm manner.
337 yards, 4 touchdowns for the rookie Stroud. Protection is there. Stroud connects with Brown. And another catch and run for Noah Brown. Chunks of yards. Flag is thrown. Good for 28 into Tampa Bay territory.
If this stands, how about the touch on this ball? As he puts it across the middle, so he catches it on the run and keeps moving.
Holding. Defense, number 27. The penalties decline. Result of the play is a first down.
Hold on McCollum. decline. Line of scrimmage will be the 47-yard line of Tampa Bay.
Remember, McCollum's in the ball game because Jamel Dean, their starter at corner, got hurt in the first half. McCollum's had to play since then.
Stroud is knocking on the door of 400 yards today through the air. Nice cutback. Singletary throws it back for Stroud. Creativity.
I don't think Bobby Slowick has this in the playbook. Stroud just gets out there. I'm open. Hit me. And how about Singletary? Probably the last time he pitched a ball like that was Pop Warner. How about that? Guaranteed Bobby Slowick did not draw it up that way, but those two created on the fly.
That doesn't look like a guy who drew it up that way.
No, he's like, okay, that worked, right? Don't do that again.
First down at the 36. Stroud sets, floats it, caught by Brown. Driven to the sideline at the 5. Penalty marker down. Noah Brown is having a monster day.
Another flag down that came from the secondary. Let's see what we get.
Pass, holding. Defense number 24. The penalties decline. First down.
And it was Carlton Davis on Noah Brown who got away from the hold. And what a play Noah Brown made. And when your quarterback's playing as well as C.J. Stroud is, it elevates the play of your receivers, because on that one, Noah Brown made to C.J. Stroud right with how he went and got the football. Wasn't his best pass of the game, but Noah Brown made it so.
Brown has 5 catches, 139 yards, and a touchdown. Stroud has 396 through the air. Houston looking to regain the lead. First and goal at the 5. Give it to Singletary. And the play whistle dead. Flag was thrown at the 8.
False start. Offense number 19. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
It's Hutchinson, the false start. That's 6 penalties for 96 yards against the Texans.
So right now the receivers, Coach Ben McDaniels, he's making a little note. Receivers, you're not even getting the ball on that play. How are you false starting? That's a running play.
So back it up to the 10. First and goal. Stroud, underneath pass, sniffed out. Andrew Beck took the shot from Cansey, and Beck is slow to get up.
I like what you saw there, because you said sniffed out, because they were trying to show Singletary moving in motion. Everyone moved there so that Beck could work inside after everyone moved outside. But Cansey did exactly as you described and made the play on Beck.
So Beck walks gingerly to the Houston sideline. They back up the line of scrimmage now just inside the 12. Second and goal for Houston.
Nico Collins has been a little quiet lately. Number 12 to the top of your screen with McCollum.
Fake, then a give for Dell. And Dell goes down after a gain of half a yard. Winfield and White, they were grabbing at the jersey. Just got to get a piece of Tank Dell. He's so elusive and explosive.
In '98, Anthony Nelson helped his teammates by being out there in front and forcing the ball to be cut inside, where the other two Buccaneers were able to get him.
It's third and goal. As we've talked about, field goals don't appear to be an option.
Maybe C.J. Stroud can drop kick it.
Probably could. On third down for the Texans. Stroud out of the pocket, on the move, throws on the run. Sliding attempt incomplete. Schultz, the intended receiver. And it was really close. And I think they're going to try a field goal.
Could be. It looks to me like Johnston's going out there, but I don't see Ogunbowale.
Yep. Ogunbowale is out there.
Is he out there? Okay.
So let's add another dimension to this one. They would not try an extra point. They're going to try a 29-yard field goal.
If I'm Tampa Bay, I'm very alert on fakes here.
Ogunbowale, 7-year NFL veteran, normally a running back. The field goal attempt is good. Houston leads. Smiles for everybody inside the stadium.
He has had success running the football in the Big Ten at Wisconsin, success running the football in the NFL with a variety of teams. But as you noted earlier, no bigger smile, no bigger happiness, I think, in his NFL career than what we're seeing right now from Dare Ogunbowale, kicking the football.
Baker Mayfield's like, all right, got to give it to him.
Frank Ross, special teams coach. You know, he might want to go in and get a raise after this one. I coached this one up.
Dare Ogunbowale played high school football, high school basketball, soccer, and ran track. Grew up in Milwaukee.
Soccer is the key, isn't it?
It is. There's something there. It looks good. The motion looks good.
His sister plays in the WNBA. I believe she played at Notre Dame. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't she hit the big shot to win a national title?
Yes.
And this family rises in big moments.
Tompkins trying to get to the outside. Cannot. 8:41 to play. Houston now up by 3 thanks to a 29-yard field goal from Dare Ogunbowale in for the injured Kaimi Fairbairn. Let's check in with Evan.
Yeah, guys, no doubt the most popular guy on this sideline right now. And talking to a few folks, I guess he's a legendary juggler of the football and soccer ball during pregame warm-ups and practice. We're seeing that on display. But again, it's not as if he's on this sideline taking practice kicks at all. He's a regular, I should say, running back in between his times now as a kicker.
Yeah, special teams guy. And that's been part of how he's lasted in the league for 7 years. Now Tampa Bay takes over, trailing by 3. Handoff, White, spun down for no gain. Jerry Hughes, the 14-year veteran, gets there in pursuit.
Quick button on everything. Kansas City flying back from Germany right now. Probably getting word on this one. I wonder if Justin Ross is saying, remember how I kicked the football? Congratulations and welcome to the club, Ogunbowale, the safety for the Chiefs.
Second down and 9. We're going to hit the 8-minute mark of this fourth quarter. Another running play. White somehow stays on his feet to pick up a few yards, pushing and shoving at the end of the play.
That was supposed to be a 1-yard gain. Rashad White turned that into something where now Baker Mayfield has a shot at it on third down. That should have been a 1-yard gain, but where he was met. And then with some help and determined running, legs kept churning, he got a little extra out of it.
Third down and 7. Nickel package for Houston. Timeout called. Play clock was down to 3. Tampa Bay will have 2 timeouts remaining.
Tampa Bay, the first of the half. Be 30 seconds in length.
Matt Burke, D'Amico Ryans. Where do we go on this 3rd and 7? Are we bringing pressure? Are we relying on our front and play coverage? Big discussion about what they're doing because remember, they're down some people on the back end. Jimmy Ward, MJ Stewart. Safeties that they can rely on are not in the ball game due to injuries.
When we talked to D'Amico Ryans about the disappointment from last week, 15-13 loss to Carolina, they had not won a game. Ryans said, you tell the truth on Monday, and then you move on. It's about approaching the game the same way no matter what the previous result is. Wow, Baker Mayfield moved forward, then unexpectedly got the snap, and that ball is incomplete with 2 flags down on the play. That went haywire. After a timeout.
Illegal motion Offense number 6 is moving forward at the snap. That penalty's declined. 4th down.
Yeah, the snap, he's moving forward. That's where the illegal motion's going to be. And that's where, as you noted, he got surprised with the snap. And now Houston gets off the field. Tampa's got to punt it back. And their defense, the game's now in the hands of the Tampa Bay defense. Can they give their offense another opportunity before this one runs out?
Camarda to kick it. Zach Trinner will snap it. Deep man is Tank Dell. Good hang time from Camarda. And he knocks it out of bounds. Unreturnable. So they're going to spot it inside the 20 at the 18. Next Sunday, the NFL on CBS features a matchup of two legendary franchises. The Packers take on the Steelers. Our Week 10 begins, as always, at noon Eastern. JB and the guys on the NFL Today. The NFL is on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
How much did they get out of the vault on that trip? The guys. How much did they get out?
Was Elliot Gould involved at any point, or Andy Garcia?
Remember, you know how they named their capers?
Yeah.
Was it the Ferris wheel they ran? Which one did they run?
They spotted at the 22. Stroud hits Brown. What a day he's put together. Stroud has now gone over 400 yards passing, but a flag is down back at the 14.
Holding. Offense number 77. 10-yard penalty. Replay. 1st down.
It's the veteran George Fant trying to make his case. So strike my previous statement from the record. Stroud is still at 395 yards through the air.
Watch Fant to the right side, bottom of your screen. 77 against number 9 in white. I would have a hard time calling that a hold. It looked like he just pushed him, trying to push him past the quarterback, throw him to the ground. I didn't see the hold there.
7 penalties for 106 yards for the Texans. 6:39 to play. Little hesitation for Singletary. Hit by Vea on the play. 6.5 to go. 6-yard pickup going up the gut.
Remember right before the half when Tampa had them in a key situation, I think it was like 3rd and 17. They ran the screen to the outside to the wide receiver, and he picks up a 1st down and foils Tampa's plans. Tampa can't afford to be in that situation again. They've got to find a way to get off the field and get the ball back for their offense.
2nd and 14. Stroud, fake it one way. Stroud with a flag down. And Stroud's just going to load it up, fire it downfield. Incomplete.
Boy, that's a lot of chance on that one. He's done so many great things. I think he took a little extra on that one and put it almost in harm's way.
Collins, the intended target. Penalty marker at the 11.
Holding. Offense number 78. After this to the goal, you play 2nd down.
That is Laramie Tunsil, the perennial Pro Bowler.
He's the left tackle. We've got him there working against Shaq Barrett. And the left hand is on the pads and inside there, and then he takes him and spins him to the ground. That one you could sell me on a heck of a lot more.
So now it's 2nd down and 23. They accepted the penalty.
Yeah, the field position was key for Tampa to accept it.
Back at the 9-yard line, running play. Singletary takes it across the 14 and gets slammed down there after the gain of 5. Tryon Shoyinka with a stop.
Bringing in their 3rd down back, Mike Boone. Nico Collins coming back on the field. Schultz has done a good job for them in key situations. Their tight end 86. Tampa, remember how many times we've talked about pressure and then they backed off and played coverage? See if Todd Bowles reverts back to his first love, which is to bring extra people.
Stroud knocked out of his hand. It's there. And Houston recovers. Shaquille Barrett got in there to knock it free. And then the recovery by Fant, former college basketball standout at Western Kentucky.
Look at Barrett. Turn the corner, knocks it free. Tryon Shoyinka in the vicinity, and an alert play. by Fant, jumping on the loose ball. We got a jump ball.
And jump ball goes to the offense, so Cameron Johnston will punt it. Possession arrow, Houston. Big kick. Tompkins going back at the 30. Has some room if he can turn that corner. Hurdles. And hit from behind as he's brought down after the 62-yard punt, a 10-yard return. Tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes and an investigation into the Social Security Administration, followed by back-to-back episodes of Yellowstone, plus a new Big Brother. That's tonight on CBS Sunday. They're going to spot the football at the 39-yard line. 3-point game, 4:27 to go in the fourth. Working from the gun. Mayfield, catch, curl by Evans, and propels himself across the 45. So good gain, 8 yards on first down. Evans slow to get up, and he's going to ask out. He stood up initially and thought that he could jog off to the sideline, but they stop it at the 4:06 mark.
Part way there, brother. There you go.
So Devin Tompkins, the young receiver out of Utah State, will step in for Mike Evans, the 4-time Pro Bowler, 9 straight 1,000-yard seasons.
And you know, when you watch Evans, you hear so much about his ability to go deep, go get the football, catch it over the top. We've seen today the elusiveness of Mike Evans as well as some really good route running. And they're going to hope that he can get back in the game and give them that down the stretch.
Houston in front, 33-30. This has been a topsy-turvy day in Texas. Buccaneers trying to get themselves at least into field goal range, and obviously thinking even bigger picture here. Both teams' interaction at 3-4. Chance to hit the 500 mark. We've got 3:35 remaining, and the clock is ticking, and Rashad White limping after the play. This is going to be a 3rd and 1 for the Buccaneers. C.J. Stroud, 395 yards and 4 touchdowns to lead Houston. Baker Mayfield, 200 yards and a touchdown. Rashad White, 2 rushing touchdowns for Tampa Bay.
Sneak so prevalent in the NFL, not in order here.
On the give, White slices through for a first down. Picks up 3 into Houston territory, brought down by Tavier Thomas.
And if Tampa wants to take that deep shot right now, number 10, Trey Palmer, would likely be the guy. He's their speed receiver in the game with Mike Evans hurt. Number 10 in White. They get picked up a 37-yard interference penalty earlier in the ball game. And
now Godwin is on the Tampa Bay sideline. Godwin, 2 catches for 16 yards today. First down at the 49.
For Rakim Jarrett, the undrafted free agent out of Maryland in the ball game, number 18, bottom of your screen.
Handoff, bouncing away. Edmonds goes down. Big loss on the play. Heinisch seeing action because of injuries to Sheldon Rankins, inactive today, and Hassan Ridgeway, who went out earlier. It's a loss of 8, and Evans returns to the field.
How about blowing it up right at the line of scrimmage? 8-yard loss on the play as Edmonds tried to reverse after the big play in the backfield.
And we're going to hit the 2-minute warning. Tampa Bay just broke the huddle. In front. One of the main storylines, Kaimi Fairbairn, quad injury, the kicker, out. So the Texans have had to change their game plan in certain situations. Tampa Bay down by 3 on a 2nd and 18. Mayfield loads it up, throws, it bounces in the direction of his intended target, Godwin, with Malik Collins applying heat.
And what Houston did, because they want to make sure Mike Evans doesn't get free release and free access, they're playing what they call cover 6, right? Quarter. It's going to be cover 6, quarter, half. But they ended up bringing the corner rolled up on Evans so he doesn't get an easy release off the line of scrimmage. They want to disrupt his timing as much as possible because he's their big play guy.
Anderson just limped off for Houston on that D-line. This is a 3rd and 18. Movement. Plenty of flags. Some swings as well with Tristan Wirfs on that left side with the jump.
Looked like Wirfs, didn't it? 78.
False start. Offense, number 78. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
He made the transition from right tackle to left tackle, and he's made it seamlessly after a lot of angst in the offseason, wondering if he could get it done. Still playing at an all-pro level, but a unfortunate time for him to draw the penalty.
And now they're staring at a 3rd and 23.
And again, where Evans goes, expect the corner to roll up and be in his face. Although it looks like they're playing off on him here.
3rd and long. Mayfield, step, tosses downfield, a bullet. It is caught by Palmer and spun down.
Just short.
It is short of the 1st down, and that target line for a field goal attempt as well. 21 yards, so they're lining up and going for it on 4th and 2.
How about Mayfield handling the pocket, stepping up and firing a dart? I wouldn't run it here. I'd keep it in the hands of Mayfield and let him create.
We're down to 1:19 to play. Crucial call on 4th and 2 for Tampa Bay. Mayfield, pump. Mayfield in the pocket, steps up. Now he's going to run. Mayfield's got the 1st down. This drive continues with a 5-yard scramble by Baker Mayfield. Clock has stopped with 57 seconds left.
That's why you keep it in the hands of number 6. Determination, veteran savvy, stick route taken away. I think it was Harris 48. Doesn't have it, stays alive, and then says, I've got to go give my body up to pick up the key 1st down to keep us alive in this ball game.
Godwin was down on the play. That's why time stopped, and Tampa Bay has charged the timeout. Coming up, State Farm postgame show. JB and the gang, latest NFL scores and highlights, all coming up on the State Farm postgame show. So the line of scrimmage is just inside the 37-yard line.
So they lost a timeout there, correct?
They did.
And that's something teams talk about all the time. Guys, I know injuries happen, but if you can at all get off the field in these situations, you got to save us. And end up losing one right there that could be crucial.
1:02 on the clock. Mayfield, 221 yards through the air. It's a running play, and it's Rachaad White. Stood up and dropped inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29-yard line. 53 seconds left. 7-yard pickup and a timeout taken by Houston.
Your 1st of the half. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
So the field goal's in their hip pocket. Now, as a play caller, Dave Canales, you have a quarterback I believe you trust. What type of real shot plays do you have that you can put downfield and try and put this thing away now, realizing you're going to put the ball up there, but you trust your quarterback to take care of it?
Yeah, the only issue for Houston is you're limited in your options even if you got the ball back based on your field goal range with Fairbairn out. But right now the focus is on Tampa Bay. Still a chance to take the lead in regulation. 53 seconds on the clock. They trail by 3.
Evans in the slot, bottom of the screen.
On 2nd and 3. Mayfield, step, tosses, hits his man, it's knocked free! Ball is loose and ripped away by Evans. So Trey Palmer on the catch, knock away, and then Evans is there to secure it.
Tampa Bay wants it to be a catch now. If you're Houston, you want it to be an incompletion. Did he actually catch it?
Tampa Bay lines up, 40 seconds left. Ball is spotted at the 10.
See, this is what you got to take a look at. Did he actually catch it and have possession? Able to make the so-called football move. Because if you're Houston, you want that now. And it certainly does appear that he did. And now it's a fumble. And Tampa Bay comes away with it.
The punch out by Thomas. Evans was in the right spot. That ball was free with a bunch of Texans in the area.
Yeah, that's a catch. There's no question about it now that I've seen it on the replay. And the ball was punched out. And look at Evans on the spot, taking it away from 3 blue shirts.
So the ball's punched out there.
Yep.
You can't advance it if you're Evans. He fell forward, brought it in. The big key for Tampa Bay is they came away with the football.
They've got possession. There's right there is where the ball's punched out. Now it's free and loose. Evans with the recovery. Clear.
Houston holding on to a 3-point lead. Expedited review.
Yeah, it's got to go back where the fumble occurred. As you noted, Ian, you can't advance it. The offensive team can't gain ground on that one.
They're placing the football at the 14-yard line. And Land Clark is going to fill in the gaps here eventually for the fans in attendance and the TV audience.
After review, the ruling is in the last 2 minutes of the game, a member of the offense, other than the fumble, recovered the ball. The ball will be returned to the spot of the fumble. It will be 1st and 10. Tampa Bay is elected to take a timeout to avoid the 10-second runoff.
Well, that's it for timeouts.
Yep. But that's okay because they feel like where they're going to run offense, now you just can't take a sack.
Don't forget the State Farm postgame show is standing by. JB, Phil, Nate, Boomer, Coach Cower, scores and highlights all coming up on the State Farm postgame show.
All right, I trust my quarterback. Can I get Evans in a position where I'm throwing something up there that might be a jump ball? Can you get your formation flipped and almost isolate him and give him a chance?
They have added 2 seconds to the clock. So they would rather have it with 39 seconds, no timeouts left, as opposed to 29 seconds.
Please reset to 49.
49. Thank you. Excellent elocution from Land Clark.
And a really good explanation about what happened, too. It's good education for all of us about that last sequence.
Set the play clock to 25 seconds.
49 seconds on the clock.
Okay, you got Godwin and Evans down at the bottom of the formation. Let's see if they motion Godwin away and give Evans all this room to work. Because what you're counting on is Mayfield putting it up there and not putting it in a position it can be taken away.
Houston up by 3. Shotgun for Mayfield. End zone. Cade Otton. Touchdown. Buccaneers go in front. Baker Mayfield. A strike for the score. And a kiss for the Bucs.
Look at Otton, number 3 from the top inside, 88 in white. And if you see a defender's back, if you see the back of a defender's helmet, what do they tell a quarterback? Just throw it right over the top of that. Your receiver sees you. The defender does not. He won't make a play on the football because he'll be too late. Henry To'oTo'o, the rookie out of Alabama, unable to see the football right over his shoulder and head, and Otton makes the key catch.
Extra point, McLaughlin knocks it through. Houston up by 3. Shotgun for Mayfield. End zone. Cade Otton. Touchdown. Buccaneers go in front. Baker Mayfield. A strike for the score. And a kiss for the Bucs.
Look at Otton, number 3 from the top inside, 88 in white. And if you see a defender's back, if you see the back of a defender's helmet, what do they tell a quarterback? Just throw it right over the top of that. Your receiver sees you. The defender does not. He won't make a play on the football because he'll be too late. Henry To'oTo'o, the rookie out of Alabama, unable to see the football right over his shoulder and head, and Otton makes the key catch.
Extra point, McLaughlin knocks it through. Tampa Bay leads it 37-33 with 46 seconds on the clock. Houston has 2 timeouts.
See that? If he sees the back of that defender's helmet, Mayfield says, my receiver sees me, let him have a chance. And Otten, part of that breed of tight ends we talked about. Bigger, stronger, more physical guys, but nifty on their feet, and an extra receiver in a large package.
And Charles, remember the big play. It was 3rd and 23. They got 21 yards to give them a 4th and 2, and then picked up the first down. Yeah,
on the Mayfield scramble.
Dapping up.
And that was beautiful because the trust of Mayfield and people other than Evans and Godwin on that play, that's what made it. Naturally, you would think it goes to 13 or 14. Instead, Otten with the biggest catch of his young career.
And now Houston will have under a minute to work with.
It's a lot of time for C.J. Stroud and crew. Now we'll see how they play it on this kickoff, too, because do you want to save the time as opposed to running it back and running time off the clock?
Camarda has been very good, punting the ball, kicking it off. And this is going to be another booming kick out to the 25-yard line. So 46 seconds to go. Houston trailing by 4. C.J. Stroud has 395 yards and 4 touchdowns. The NFL rookie record for passing yards in a game is Andrew Luck, 433 in 2012.
He's got a lot of Andrew Luck qualities to him. The biggest one is that poise. Look at Otten. Surviving the ground, too. But now you don't have to worry about Ogunbowale's range at all. You got to get into the end zone.
Texans need a touchdown. Stroud underneath. Hit Schultz. First down. Remember, 2 timeouts remaining. They're going to use one of them here. Conserve as much time as possible. 39 seconds on the clock.
Timeout. Houston. For a second and a half. It'll be 30 seconds in length.
1 timeout remaining for D'Amico Ryans and company. Stroud is over 400 yards for the day. 409 for C.J. Stroud. Just a remarkable rookie season that he's put together. This Texans team is 3-4. The Buccaneers are 3-4. It's a 3-game losing streak for Tampa Bay.
And if you're the secondary of Tampa Bay, all you're talking about is do not fall asleep at the switch and allow someone to sneak in behind you, especially if a play gets extended.
Stroud to the outside. Schultz.
Oh, big tackle right there.
And he's inbound, so they have to hurry. McCollum over there defensively.
Big tackle.
They're going to take the timeout.
Yeah, hey, they forced that one there. When Schultz caught that ball, they were thinking he's going to get out of bounds and save us a timeout. Instead, they have to use their last one.
Final of the half. Again, will be 30-second timeout.
And now, considering where they are, you can't really work the middle of the field here.
No, out of timeouts. I want to see how Tampa decides to guard it. Do they just try and guard the sidelines a little bit more and see where they go with it?
And remember, Houston, without a kicker, scored 3 touchdowns. So they went for it on 3 two-point tries. Only got 1 of them. That was missed opportunities. We're talking about a 4-point game right now. 31 seconds to go. On second down, Stroud, downfield.
Now they're going to lay on him. Look at him lay on him. They're going to make him come and get him off.
It's Brown with another catch. They're trying to rush here. We're down to 18 seconds, 17 seconds. Stroud will clock it with 16. Ball is at the 42-yard line.
You know, it's been one of the biggest compliments in this game. Todd Bowles pulling back on the blitzing. It tells you he's dealing with a rookie quarterback who handles a lot of that so well that it changed strategy for Tampa Bay.
16 seconds left. 6 defensive backs in there for the Buccaneers. Stroud looking. Deep ball. Hold in. Takedown. 10 seconds to go.
2 deep coverage, and he finds the dead zone between the corner and the safety. And look at that toe dragging in the bounds for the second foot down.
It is a new NFL rookie record for C.J. Stroud. 455 yards through the air.
I mean, to find that gap and put the ball there, two rookies collaborating for one of the bigger plays to give them an opportunity with 10 on the clock.
And now, can they win it? Stroud to the end zone. Touchdown! Tank Dell! C.J. Stroud leads a magical drive. Flags down. 3 of them.
So they're headed to Houston's side, so that's promising for the Texans, I believe.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 54. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
This young man is special. 470 yards, 5 touchdowns, and a lead with 6 seconds left.
Remember, this drive began with 46 seconds on the clock. And he takes them down. 46, 2 timeouts, and hits 2 big plays down the stretch, both of them to his fellow rookie, Tank Dell.
The only concern now, obviously they're going for 2 once again, and 2 once again in a 2-point game based on their kicking situation. Kaimi Fairbairn out with a quad injury. You don't want to risk it by throwing it and getting a pick.
Exactly, so you just take it here, but isn't this an untimed down?
It is.
So you just take it and get out of there, right? If you're not going to kick it.
And that's what they're doing. 6 seconds on the clock. They could have tried, just run for it. Obviously, maybe you don't want things to go completely haywire on you.
Maybe you go wildcat there and just kind of sweep it and see if you can get in, but they just decided, I don't want anything happening as you described, where that ball goes the other way, and all of a sudden we got a tie game.
Charles, they went 75 yards in 40 seconds.
Yeah.
And they did it pretty easily.
Have not seen this kid ruffle at all. In the old days, he'd have a deodorant commercial by now, wouldn't he? Because he's not letting anyone see him sweat.
He might have one by next week.
I mean, wow.
This is extraordinary. What he's done today at home. His team now in front 39-37. We asked him about being a rookie. He said, yes, it's a dream come true. A lot of work, ups and downs, learning lessons every week. Well, it's paying off.
And now here's your next thing. If you had your regular kicker, you would think about putting it on the ground or putting it in play where they've got to use some time or to kneel or what have you. If you put it in the air, it's a fair catch and no time comes off the clock. So that's what you're thinking about now, but you don't have your regular kicker. And that's a lot to ask of Ogunbowale about him being precise. I think you're just going to kick it deep and take your chances with your defense.
The approach. Ogunbowale goes deep, and it's coming out to the 25-yard line with 6 seconds to go and a last gasp here for the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield has watched C.J. Stroud put on a clinic. Tampa Bay had a Hail Mary last week. They set it up perfectly. Godwin was actually open, didn't see the ball. No flags were thrown. Buffalo held on for a 24-18 win on Thursday night.
This feels more like laterals all over the place because that's a long way to throw it.
This is 75 yards. That's not realistic.
Yeah, this feels like laterals everywhere.
So they get it started with Palmer. Going to give him as much as he can get. Get a lineman involved. Hainsey, ball is free. Game is over. Incredible. Come from behind win. for the Houston Texans. And an unforgettable performance from rookie C.J. Stroud. Leading the way. 470 yards, 5 touchdowns. 39-37 the final in Houston. The Texans are 4-4 on the season. The Buccaneers fall to 3-5.